was released yesterday that the police failed to protect the First Amendment rights of protesters. What does that mean? They were protesting. That's what they were doing. They didn't disperse, so they used tear gas. And we saw people throwing things, kicking things. People already had gas masks on, realizing that they were going to try to attack the police. And 4 people were arrested. But the ACLU blames the police for the violence. You can't blame Donald. Oh, they're not blaming Donald Trump. They're blaming the police. And it was the mayor of Phoenix that came out and said we were going to have a peaceful protest. Well, it wasn't peaceful, so the police did their job. They had to use tear gas and rubber bullets. And they did their job. So the ACLU, oh, cute, using the First Amendment, saying that the officers didn't. You wanted a riot? Yeah, the next time we'll just have no police out there. I'm sorry. Charlottesville. That's what happens. Is that what they wanted to happen? Yeah, we'll just allow a free-for-all, and we'll allow people to do exactly what they want to do anytime they want to do it. That's going to just be lovely. And instead of one person being mowed down, there'll be multiple people mowed down, multiple people killed. The police presence needs to be there. ACLU, go home. Shut up. Jeez, really? I mean, do I have to be the one? I mean, really? Police were doing their jobs. The mayor asked them to do it, and that's what their job is to do, to protect and keep things from getting out of our eyes so there's no civil disorderly conduct, civil disobedience. We didn't want riots to take place, and that's what would have happened. Just everybody's rights. My rights were trampled on. There was tear gas. That's what happens when people don't do what they're supposed to do. You don't leave. You don't back away. When it's time to go, the rally was finished. These people didn't leave. They were asked many, many times, started throwing things at the police. What do you think the police are going to do? Sit there and take it? Tear gas is for a reason. Rubber bullets are for a reason. And I'm sure they hurt. Like the one guy that I saw got it to the groin. Ouch. That's painful. Will Ferrell, are you a big fan? Some people like him or they hate him. Like some people love Jim Carrey and they don't like him. But we got plenty of stars out there for sure. But he's taking on a really big role. Will Ferrell is going to star in the 100-year-old male film adaptation, CBS film comedy production based upon Jones Jonason, the 100-year-old man who climbed out of a window and disappeared. Believe it or not, the book that sold 10 million copies since being published in 2012. A Swedish adaptation of the book was released in 2013 and went on to become a big hit, receiving a nomination for the Best Makeup and Hair at the Academy Awards in 2016. However, Ferrell, who is also producing the film, is determined to give the book another go with a 100-year-old man. And the movie pilots follows Alan Carlson, who on his 100th birthday, he decides to escape from his nursing home into a world of adventure. So anyway, Will Ferrell teaming up with producers Adam McKay, Jessica Album, and Gray Sanchez Productions, while Jason George writes the screenplay. Jonason said that in a statement that the main character, Alan, knows the art of being funny just by being, which was why Ferrell is ideal for the part. That is something Will Ferrell masters to perfection, he said. Great humor with small measurements. I am happy that Alan is now in his hands. So it'll be cool to see some of these books come to screen, which is nice. And Will Ferrell, I think, is just friggin' hilarious. But again, I've met people that he gets on their nerves. And, hey, where's John Candy when you want him? He was funny. That was one of my all-time favorite movies with John Candy was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Hilarious movies. Great comedy. And Steve Martin was fantastic. But don't you miss John Candy? Old Big John Candy. He overate himself. What did he eat? Like 10 pounds of jelly beans or something like that. And he died of just his stomach, I think, exploded. Too much food at one time, but he suffered from depression. A lot of actors do. But, man, it would have been nice to have a few more Candy movies out there, but we'll enjoy them when we can. The Charlottesville Robert E. Lee statue covers. I'm seeing a black cover over the statue there in Charlottesville. The city council decision to cover the statue came early Tuesday morning after a tumultuous city council meeting. Heather Heyer, as you know, was killed by the motorist, so they're believing that they're doing this to honor her and the city right now by covering the statue. We've been told that if we take them down tonight, we're going to be personally sued. This is Chancellor Wes Blomley said Monday night that Daily Progress noted will personally be held liable for charges with a Class 6 felony because they would like to take him down, but they can't take him down. So they thought, well, maybe we'll just cover it. Nice. We'll put covers over it. That's an idea. So we're not destroying property. We're just covering it up so people can't see it. That's interesting. I don't know how long that's going to last for. And I said this on the first hour, and if you didn't listen to the first hour of the show, this is hour number 2. You know, the big thought is here is that you're removing statues of people who fought for their country. We're not honoring slave owners. We're honoring those who fought for their country. And slave ownership, FYI, was how people did business back then. And that was the law of the land back then. But we're not honoring those that had slaves. These people fought tooth and nail for their country. And if you don't like them, well, you might want to tell them on the other side. But for right now, they're pointers in history because what they did, their contributions, they were noted. Some were more notable than others. Just like folks today that are figureheads, some are more notable than others. Aren't there some people that you'd like to eradicate from right now? In other words, from the public eye? I don't want to hear your writing. I don't want to hear your books anymore. I don't want this and all that. You can shut them out. Just block them out. It's amazing what you can see when you're looking for it. It's kind of like when you get a new car, you see your car on the road, and you didn't see him before, but then you notice everything. It's the same thing with statues. Oh, there's another statue. Got to knock it down. Oh, there's another Confederate. Forget about the Union succeeding. Forget about all of what history wrought because of the Civil War, and forget about what history made of itself. And then having a victory parade. But now no civil rights enactments? I wonder if they're going to do that. Well, we already heard last week that Gettysburg is going to continue on doing what they do. No statues are going to come down. The Parks Commission said it's not happening. It is our history. It's a great history. And America would not be where it is today had it not happened the way it did. As bloody and as savage and as horrible as it was, people on both sides fought for what they believed in. And as a result of that, we got a more perfect union. And it would do well to maybe listen to Abraham Lincoln's speeches. Yeah. Oh, but that would be history. And that would actually be proper history. But God forbid if we do that. Oh, Lord. Don't do it. We got to take a break. Our website's forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. You can find our store there and more information about the broadcast, stations we're on, satellite, Liberty News Network. If you're a station looking to carry us, you might be a program director making some changes around your station. You can find information on our clock and all that good stuff there. Yeah, we're just putting some information in your head. We'll be back.
Help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant. If not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple. Give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support. Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows, but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. And For the People continues on your radio, on your smartphone device. Paul Ryan, he's making some sense here. He says President Donald Trump's proposed border wall with Mexico should ultimately be funded. This is according to the Washington Post. He says, we do agree that we need to have the physical barrier on the border. He said, we do need to have a border control. We need to enforce our borders. He says, we completely agree on